5th April 2025. It was a beautiful sunny day in the spring. We drove 2.5 hours to Bear Valley in California. The drive was lovely. Spring weather, wildflowers, lush green grass, and fresh snow in the mountains. Everything was picturesque. In the Bear Valley, we walked in the snow, clicked some photographs, watched people skiing, playing, and making snowmen. As the scenic byway near the Bear Valley was closed, we had planned to hike in the Calaveras Big Tree State Park, just 22 miles from the valley on our way home. We reached the park a few minutes after 5 p.m. As we had around 2 hours before the sun set, the park ranger suggested that we hike the North Groove Trail. It is a relatively flat, well-marked 1.67 miles loop that winds through a grove of majestic giant sequoias. We started hiking around 5:20 p.m. The trail was slippery and difficult to walk. There was water and hard ice on the trail because of the melting snow. Fresh snow was only on the sides of the trail. We walked slowly, watching our steps. On the way, we saw many white firs, incense cedars, ponderosa pines, sugar pines, and giant sequoias. We also spotted numerous pine cones, some even 1 foot long, lying on the ground. After a few minutes of walk at the trail junction, my friends insisted on taking the Groove Overlook Trail. The trail climbed up the ridge to provide views of the upper levels of the trees. We saw the groove, enjoyed the view, and started coming back the same way we went. While coming back, my friends insisted on doing the Stanislaus River Scenic Overlook Trail before going down to the North Groove Trail. I didn't want to do that trail. Walking on those slippery trails was very difficult, especially up or downhill. I just wanted to see the gigantic trees and go home. However, no one listened to me, so I just followed them. Little did I know, soon I was going to experience the most unforgettable and miraculous moment of my life. The River Overlook Trail was 0.8 miles one-way walk, mostly uphill. I walked slowly and carefully, trying not to fall or wet my shoes. I reached the overlook after 30 minutes, but the river was not visible. My friends had already reached, so we all headed back as soon as I reached. They walked fast. I kept telling one of them to walk slower for me. He did slow down, but was still some distance ahead of me. I was the last person on that trail. There was no one else behind me. Sometimes I was alone in certain sections of the trail. After walking for a while, I crossed the log kept on the water, which I remembered was very close to the beginning of the trail. Finally, this trail is almost over, I thought. I checked the time. It was 6:56 p.m. Sunset was at 7:30 p.m. That meant we had enough time to complete the North Groove Trail before dark. Soon, I reached the section of the trail where I could see my friend. He was standing at the corner of that section on a turn. "Wait for me!" I shouted. He did some hand gestures. I understood nothing. "What?" I shouted again. He did those hand gestures again. I tried to understand. "Be quiet," first one said. Second, I still didn't understand. "What?" I asked using my hands. He pointed his index finger in a particular direction on the hill. I looked. I saw an animal, but no face. The face was hidden behind a tree. Instantly, my jaw dropped. I understood. It was a bear, and my friend was asking me to go back. Somehow, my friend had passed that section without noticing the bear or the bear noticing him. He only saw it when he was taking the turn on the trail. As going back would have taken me further away from my friend, and that trail was already slippery and very difficult to walk, I felt it was riskier to go back. I decided to hide behind a tree. Right or wrong, I didn't know. I hid behind the nearest tree. When I peeked from behind the tree, I saw a female black bear and 3 cubs standing on the hill approximately 50 feet away from me. My friend and I might be 60 to 70 feet away. It was like a triangle. Both of us were on the trail. My friend on the left, I on the right, and the bear family were on the hill in the middle. Immediately, I looked around and moved behind another tree big enough to hide me completely. I stood there quietly without moving. I didn't want the bear to get any hint. I just wanted them to pass by and go to another area. I prayed incessantly. After a few minutes, I peeked slowly to check the whereabouts of the bear family. My heart sank. They were only 3 to 4 feet away from the trunk of the tree I was hiding behind and were walking towards it. The cubs were on my left and Mama Bear was on the right. One cub saw me peeking and started walking towards me. Mama Bear didn't see me yet. I had no time to think. There was no way I could have appeared large or scared that bear away. Any move could have upset that Mama Bear. Without thinking too much, I turned to my left, screamed at the top of my lungs, and ran. After I screamed, my friend started making loud noises. I was running towards my friend but fell on the ground after covering 7 to 8 feet of distance. I got up and looked back. I saw the mama bear climbing a tree. I ran again as fast as I could and met my friend. We ran away from there. It was a narrow escape. I was extremely terrified. After a few minutes, when we felt safe, we laughed, hiked, and recorded videos of our adventure. None of us clicked any photographs or videos of the bear family. Bear family could have gone in any direction. Both of us were scared to death. Later, my friend told me that he saw the bear bluffing a charge at me when I fell, but for some reason didn't run towards me. My friend also saw the bear cubs climbing the tree. We completed the North Grove Trail in twilight and then drove home. On the way back, my friends made fun that my scariness terrified the bear or I encountered a bear in Bear Valley. No matter what anyone says or jokes, I must say it was the scariest yet the most unforgettable experience of my life. I have hiked numerous national parks in the USA, but I never expected this to happen in a small state park. Being so close to a bear family and coming out of it unharmed was definitely a miracle. I still don't know what drove the bear away or why she didn't come after me. Maybe it was because of her loud screams, or maybe she only saw me when I was 5 feet away from them and got confused when I fell. I was also fortunate to fall on the soft ground and fresh snow powder, so it didn't hurt me. None of my accessories, phone, sunglasses, bag, fell off, and I didn't have to go back to get them. Everything just worked out fine. Truly a miracle. As I am still processing this, I feel blessed and extremely thankful for this beautiful life. I count my blessings every day and every moment. It was a priceless experience that my invaluable life was spared. A miracle indeed. Thank you for watching.